Aloha, this is Sebastian from the Schlier from socialanxietysolutions.com, and happy new year first of all, and second of all, I'm here at this co-working space. Let me just walk a little bit to the front in Bali where I live, and as you can see it reads Outpost. So I just finished the session there, and I thought to change the structure of the videos up a bit. I'll take you for a little walk while I chat to you a bit. And what I wanted to chat about is the whole idea of people thinking they're a tough case. So I just worked with this lady, and one of the things that I often address in the first session is, all right, well, how are you feeling right now in this moment? Because typically when people talk to me for the first time, it's new, it's this weird guy on the other side of the world over Skype talking to them. So there's some nervousness and some tension. So these are things that we address and calm that down and soothe them. And then we frequently look at resistance. So part of you, yes, wants to let go of your social anxiety, but another part of you, subconscious part of you, is like, no, that's not safe for reason X, Y, and Z, because when you're no longer anxious and you're just going with the flow, you might get hurt again, or you might say something stupid and embarrass yourself, and so on. So we're looking at that, and then we're also often looking at, all right, what are your expectations when it comes to the journey of overcoming your anxiety? And then one of the things that she said, which many people say, is like, well, it just feels like it's impossible for me to overcome it. It's just something I don't think I can do, because and this is literally what she said, like I heard this in other videos of other clients, that they thought that they were a tough case, and that's how I feel as well. And so I wanted to talk to that a bit, and I found a place to sit. I'm sure I'm allowed to sit here. If not, we'll find out soon enough. And then, I want to quote a couple of things from the researcher, Dr. I don't know if he's a doctor, actually, he's a PhD. His name is Dawson Church. I interviewed him last week on the science behind EFT. It's a fascinating interview. And I got quite a bit of emails from people saying thank you, and that it was very refreshing to get an actual scientist to say, to talk about the hundreds of studies that have been done on EFT. So it was cool, and I've most likely have another scientist lined up that I'm going to interview. So if you like that, you're in for another treat. And I wanted to quote a few things that he said. So let's do that now. Let's put that on the screen with the magic of editing. Research shows that in between 4 and 10 sessions causes people to recover completely from post-traumatic stress disorder in 90% of the cases. And these people, when they were followed up with 6 months later, are still fine. All right, now I'm aware that PTSD is not social anxiety. Social anxiety is a different animal than PTSD, but PTSD is one of the most severe anxiety disorders, and that measurement is fairly accurate. Also, when you transfer it to the social anxiety realm, so my experience is that about 30% of the people resolve their social anxiety within 3 sessions, and I have testimonials of people that have done so, here and here. That, however, is not for all people the case, and it depends on a whole bunch of factors. It depends on how severe the trauma is that you have experienced, how long you've had anxiety, how much resistance there is to letting go of it, whether there's perfectionism playing into it and how severe that is. Your current life circumstances is a big one. So there are quite a lot of factors that go into how long does it take to overcome something. And like I said, about 30% of the people resolve their social anxiety, but this is typically people that have their life together fairly well, but they have social anxiety that is just messing things up. And when I say have life together fairly well, I'm talking about have a job or go to school, have some friends, and they just have this social anxiety problem as well that they're dealing with. Other people I work with for longer periods of time, and sometimes that is for 5 sessions, sometimes for 6 sessions, sometimes for 10 sessions, and I work with some people for a longer period of time, and we're talking about months. Are these people tough cases? Just depends on how you look at it. I am a tough case myself, and I'm still receiving coaching. Not to resolve my social anxiety, because that's not there, but you can continuously grow and evolve yourself, and you continuously get more freedom. You continuously feel better. You continuously deepen the relationship within yourself, deepen your self-acceptance, how much you enjoy your life experience, and all of that. So to speak to the tough cases thing, some people are indeed going to take a longer time before they're done with it, and other people not. And why I'm bringing this up is the lady that I worked with, I wouldn't put her in the box of tough cases, maybe even more on the side of not such a tough case, and yet she felt very strongly that she was a tough case. And so I actually want to do a bit of tapping to maybe loosen things up a little bit about what EFT can do for you. And before I get into that, I want to go to another quote of Dawson Church that kind of is a good lead-in for this. There's a lot of science behind EFT. There are over 100 scientific studies that have been published in peer-reviewed medical and psychology journals. So there's lots of studies supporting EFT. But usually, Sebastian, the key piece of proof that you give people isn't the science, it's not the fact, it's not argument, it's not persuasion. It's the experience that you have inside of your body when all of the tension is draining out of it. Right. So it is the experience that you have when you actually notice that the tapping is working that convinces you that, hey, this is the real deal. This is doing something inside my body. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to just guide you through some simple tapping. And we're going to particularly focus on the whole idea of being a tough case. So here we go. I'm going to assume that you know the tapping points. If you don't know the tapping points, simply follow me, do what I do, tap where I tap. So we're going to do a technique that's called EFT, stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, psychological form of acupuncture, but instead of using needles, you tap with the tips of your fingers, specific acupressure points in the body. It looks a bit silly, but it's very effective. What it does is it releases negative emotions that are stuck in the body. It helps your system to process stuck negative emotions. So, like I said, just follow along, tap where I tap, and you can't go wrong. Nothing bad's going to happen. Worst thing is that you don't feel any relief, and that just means you need some specific assistance or focus more on the particular issue, or tweak it a bit. This is a video for all people, not just for you. If it was just for you, it was going to be much more effective. But let's just get into this. All right, so start tapping on the karate chop points. You get the base of your finger, base of your ring finger, right there. Okay, so you're continuously tapping there. How hard do you tap? Hard enough to feel it. Don't hurt yourself. And at a pretty fast pace. All right, so just repeat after me. And you can either repeat it out loud in your mind, or you can just repeat it out loud. It doesn't make that much difference. Out loud is maybe a bit better, but you can do it in your mind as well. All right. So here we go. Even though I'm a tough case, and there's no way I can overcome my social anxiety, maybe other people can, but definitely not me. And that's how I feel about it. And there's a part of me that maybe doesn't want to change that. Maybe it's not safe to change. Maybe I don't deserve to change. Maybe I don't know who I would be without this social anxiety problem. And maybe there are other reasons for why I don't want to change. But I want to try to accept myself anyway. Or at least give it a go. Alright, good. So now, tapping on the beginning of your eyebrows and just keep repeating. So, I am a tough case. So guys, nothing ever works for me. It's impossible to overcome my social anxiety. I'm the toughest case in the world. Chin, if they would hand out awards for toughest case, I would win. Colon, I would smoke the competition. On the arms, nobody is a more tough case than I am. Liver point, it's completely impossible to overcome my social anxiety. Wrist point, I don't want to overcome my social anxiety. Top of that, yes I do. Beginning of the eyebrows, no I don't. Side eyes, yes I do. On the eyes, I just can't. On the nose, there's no way I can overcome it. Chin, maybe I could. Collarbone, no I can't. On the arms, but what if I could? Liver point, I'm too tough of a case to even give it a try. Wrist point, there's no way I can ever overcome it. Top of that, if I don't give it a go. Beginning of the eyebrows, maybe I can give it a go. Side eyes, but there's so much to lose. On the eyes, I want to stay inside my comfort zone. On the nose, I need to go outside my comfort zone if I want to change. Chin, what if that is just one outdated approach? Collarbone, what if the tapping makes me more comfortable with me? And that actually expands my comfort zone. On the arms, so as I tap, I am changing and I'm expanding my comfort zone. Liver point, maybe I can take, I hear my voice. Maybe I can take small steps forward. Wrist point, little bits of tapping, little bit more comfortable. Top of that, lots of little steps of little tappings lead to more change over time. Very good. Take a deep breath in and let it go. All right. Well, that may or may have not shifted things for you. My expectation is that you feel at least a bit more comfortable, a bit more at ease with the idea of change. Maybe you don't feel as much as a tough case anymore. Hopefully you have a bit of hope that you indeed can overcome this challenge in 2018. So, you know, that's my my intention for you, my goal for you. So, yeah. Then there are some exciting things coming up that I can't talk about yet, but they're in the works. So keep an eye out. In the coming few weeks, I'll probably do some more of these tap-along videos if you like them. So if you do like them, let me know by you know, hitting the like button or leaving me a comment. Yeah, would appreciate it. And if there's anything else I can help you with, other than solving your problem via email, because I cannot do that. But if you have a question or some feedback that other people, you know, by me answering that, other people can be helped as well, let me know. You can hit reply to the emails that I send out, and you can subscribe to these emails here. You'll also get the Social Confidence Starter Kit, where you have a bunch of videos where you can learn the tapping in more detail. And yeah, reach out, leave a comment, hit the like button, and I will talk to you soon, next week. All right, bye for now.